at the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 3, Bills 0.
Ready, set. 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All right, T. Let's check. All right, T. Check it back. Check it back. General West.
2nd and 9 now. He's got Lewis. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Single.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen setting up the screen for Miller. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Drake. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's checking. Crash. Quick the edge. Come. Check 24. Check 24.
Now it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short, and he is out of bounds here on the return.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rhodes. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. And some room to roam now. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Set, ready? 30 base. 59. Your track. Hey, orbit. Snap.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Delta. 59, Mark, 59, Mark. Go. 59. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike, go.
2nd and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 59. Mike, 59. 6-man. Check curls. Check. Go. Deep grip.
Back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, echo. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Yes. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Kill. 61, matchbox lights. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Buffalo. Leonard Fournette, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Check, 154. Middle. Bang, bang. Kill. Get your weapon. Hey, turn it up.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line.
Alert. 54 Mike. Here we go. Alert.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And he hits Drake. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
To throw again on second down. Rosen looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Leonard Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
22-jet bomber.
They'll run it again with Fournette. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 5-4. Yep. Now.
They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and through, and that will put them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They begin with a run by Miller. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Lamar Miller, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Get wide. Watch the safety creep. Topper. Let's go.
On the run, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd and 1. Man open, it's Goodwin. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bills first down.
Ready, break.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, come on now. Ready.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
I got you. Mike spot 9.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Shift. Watch the shift.
Again, it's Miller. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rosen to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
A first down carry now for Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A give running right, Drake. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zip.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rhodes. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
53. 218. Bravo.
Back to throw here. Complete. This is Lewis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike 5-4. Hey, Alpha. Mike 5-4. Yo, go. Snap.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
6-6, bullet high.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
8, read. 59. Watch the run, watch the run. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Last stop. Last stop.
Incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The second down pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd and
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
59.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Miami, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them,